Welcome back, and I'm going to start looking at part 3 for your review. Now this question, find the x-coordinates of the points where the graph y equals 3x squared plus 5x minus 2 crosses the x-axis. Notice the graph gives you some other points, and if you look at Desmos, these points always come up, but they are not the points that we're searching for. We are searching for the two x-intercepts, okay? At the x-intercepts, we need to know a couple things. That's when y is 0. That gives us the equation 0 equals 3x squared plus 5x minus 2. In other words, I need to factor this and find the solution. Well, the only way I know how to solve this is to factor and do zero product property. So let's start doing that. There is no GCF between them, so I can go right to my box method. 3x squared, negative 2. 3x squared times negative 2 is negative 6x squared. This is something to be very careful on because this one will come up a lot. You'll see this a lot on your air tests, your ACTs, your OGTs, because they make you make sure you pick the right factors for here. Since negative 6x squared is a negative, I'm going to have one positive, one negative factor. And I still have to get to 5x. So I have 1x, 6x, 2x, and 3x. Now, it looks like either one of these can work because 2 and 3 add up to 5, and 6 minus 1 create 5. But you have to be careful. Since this was a negative, they have to have two different signs. So 2x and 3x are not viable for this box. Only 6x and 1x. So I would go positive 6x, negative 1x. And now we factor up, factor out like normal. So I'm at x plus 2. This is positive because this 6x is positive. Horizontally, I can pull out a 3x and a negative 1. So now I've just factored that. So I'm at 0 equals x plus 2 times 3x minus 1. Now I can apply my zero product property. X plus 2 equals 0. 3x minus 1 equals 0. Solve. Minus 2 on each side. X equals negative 2. Add 1 to each side. 3x equals 1. Divide by 3. X equals 1/3. If we look on our graph, those seem like reasonable answers. Right here, it seems pretty accurate to be at a negative 2. But this one I had no real way to guess until you did all your work. So that is x equals 1/3, x equals negative 2. Now make sure you pay attention because you will have a bonus problem on your quiz that correlates to the error question that I gave you. If I give you factors, can you tell, if I give you the x-intercepts, can you tell me the equation or the factors that those intercepts came from? So again, you'll have a chance for a bonus point or two on your test. If I give you, just like the air test, if I give you the two intercepts, can you write an equation that gives me the equation for the parabola? Now, on to factoring special products. This section we did not go over very much in class. And that's because you can use your box method for it. The only thing you have to realize is when we do this one, since there is no middle term, you just write it as 9x squared plus 0x minus 64 equals 0. And now this one's a much easier one to factor, okay? You'll have a really big number to go through, but until you learn the shortcuts, that's just the way to go through it. Same thing here, and I will teach you the shortcuts. I will continue in the next lesson.